Tonight's video features 6 disturbing stories that were supposedly shared on Reddit. Each one comes from someone describing something strange, something they still can't explain. Some involve encounters in places where no one should have been. Others involve things that simply don't make sense. Whether these stories are true or not is up to you. But the people who posted them all claimed the same thing, that whatever happened to them was real. So turn the lights down, get comfortable, and let's begin. In 2018, a Reddit user described something that happened while hiking alone in Washington state. He had started the hike in the afternoon, planning to reach a small lake before sunset. The trail ran through dense forest for miles. Very few people used it. About halfway through the hike, he noticed someone ahead of him on the trail, a tall figure standing completely still. At first he assumed it was another hiker, but as he got closer, something felt wrong. The figure wasn't facing down the trail. It was facing the trees, just standing there, completely motionless. The man slowed down, unsure if he should approach. Then suddenly the figure stepped off the trail and disappeared into the woods. The man continued hiking, but about 15 minutes later, he saw the same figure again, standing in the middle of the trail, this time much closer than it should have been, and it was facing him. A man posted on Reddit about something strange that happened after installing a security camera in his apartment. He mostly installed it for peace of mind. The camera faced his bedroom door. One night around 3 in the morning, he woke up and checked the app on his phone. The camera timeline showed multiple motion alerts during the night. But when he watched the clips, he couldn't see anything moving, just the bedroom door slowly opening, then slowly closing again, over and over. The strange thing was that he remembered locking the door before going to sleep. The next morning he checked the apartment. Everything looked normal, but when he opened the camera settings, he noticed something unsettling. The camera had recorded motion at one more time, 3:14 a.m., the exact moment he woke up. One Reddit user shared a story his grandfather told him about growing up in rural Appalachia. According to him, there was one rule people followed at night. If someone knocks on your door after midnight, you should never answer right away. His grandfather learned that rule the hard way. One night when he was young, someone knocked on the door of their cabin. 3 slow knocks. He looked outside through the window. No one was there. Then the knocking happened again. But this time, it came from the back wall of the cabin, somewhere deep in the woods. His grandfather said the sound continued for almost 20 minutes, always moving, from the door, to the walls, to the windows, like something outside was trying to figure out how to get in. A Reddit user once posted about something strange he saw while driving home late at night. Around 2 in the morning, he passed a small bus stop outside town. He noticed someone sitting there, completely still, which was strange because the buses stopped running hours earlier. The man kept driving, but something about the figure bothered him, so he turned around to check. When he drove past the bus stop again, the bench was empty, but the man noticed something else, footprints in the snow, leading away from the bench and stopping directly in the middle of the road. In a Reddit thread about unexplained experiences, One man described something that happened while camping with friends. Late at night, they heard someone whistling in the forest. At first, they thought it was another camper, but the whistle sounded strange, like someone trying to copy the sound, but not quite getting it right. One of the friends whistled back. Immediately, the sound stopped. The woods went completely silent. About 30 seconds later, the same whistle came again, but this time, it was right outside their tent. A Reddit user once shared a disturbing experience from a camping trip near a remote lake. Late at night, he stepped outside his tent and looked toward the water. At first, he thought he was seeing a tree branch sticking out of the lake, but then it moved. Something was standing in the water, completely still. The moonlight reflected off the surface, revealing the outline of a person. The water reached its chest. The man watched for several seconds. Then the figure slowly began walking deeper into the lake, step by step, until the water covered its head. But even as it disappeared beneath the surface, it never stopped facing the shore. Those were 6 disturbing stories that were shared on Reddit. Stories like these appear online all the time, and most people assume they're just fiction. But occasionally, someone posts something that feels a little too detailed, a little too specific, and it makes you wonder if somewhere out there, something strange really did happen, and the only place they felt safe telling anyone was the internet.